What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are here to check out the top 10 places to visit in Hungary, travel guide coming from Ryan Shirley. I think this guy does a fantastic job doing travel videos, and I think we've only done one video on Hungary on the entire channel. And it's been a while since I did it, at least a couple of months. We did look through parts of Hungary, kind of how, what was it? I think Budapest, how the city was split between the Danube and it used to be Buda and Pest, and then the Opera House. I think that's like what's coming straight to my head immediately when I watched that video. So yeah, let's check this one out, smash the like button, and let's dive in. I just said, let's check this one out and let's dive in like back to back. This is a little weird. All right, let's go. Man, I'm curious to know where Ryan hasn't been. This guy's literally been everywhere.
What's up, guys? My name is Ryan, and I recently returned from traveling across the country of Hungary, and I want to share with you my favorite places. So here's my Hungary top 10.
Is it called the Danube? I think so.
Located in Central Europe, Hungary is an incredible country that I was excited to visit. From mystical castles overlooking the Danube River to Europe's most famous thermal pools.
The pools, that's right. I remember the pools. Hold on.
Hungary has so much castles overlooking the Danube River to Europe's.
I want to go to one of these so bad. I think this is the exact same one that I saw in the other video. It just looks so welcoming and just refreshing, especially considering my entire country is filled with ice right now. This just looks fantastic. Oh my gosh.
Most famous thermal pools, Hungary has so much to offer. Let's start this video off at Budapest. When people think of Hungary, Budapest is often the first place that comes to mind. It's the nation's capital and largest city. Originally, Budapest was two separate cities named Buda and Pest, and it was divided by the Danube River until they were unified in 1870.
I knew I remembered that. I knew it. All right, let's keep going. I got myself a little pat on the back there.
73. When I was here, I was just excited to walk around the city. The first place we went to was the Fisherman's Bastion. It's located on the hill overlooking the Danube and is famous for its pointed lookout terraces. Right next to the bastion is the incredible...
Look at this fucking church. Sorry, pardon my French. Jeez, this church looks beautiful. I don't know if it's just the lighting that's hitting it right now. Like the orange lighting is really making the roof like glow, but... Damn, this is one of the nicest churches I think I've ever seen. I don't know. Maybe I take that back. There's some amazing churches. Check out our architecture video that we did. I was blown away by that, but damn, this looks good.
Theist Church, which has one of the most colorful roofs I've ever seen. After we walked over to the Buda Castle, the area was under a little construction, but I think it has one of the most incredible views of all of Budapest.
Dude,
after we walked down to the Chain Bridge,
beautiful.
I think this is the most iconic bridge in the city. It spans over the Danube, and it was just fun to walk across. From the bridge, we could see the Hungarian Parliament building. It was opened in 1902, and it's the third largest parliament.
Jesus, dude. I say this all the time, but it makes me so mad that we don't have buildings like this. And also, I just like buildings don't really get made like this anymore. Look how like sharp they point up to the sky. Just, I wonder when this was built, because it's Parliament. It's probably renovated recently, I would imagine.
Building in the world. Another famous place in the city is the Hero Square. It was a decent walk. Building in the world. It was opened in 1902, and it's the third largest Parliament building in the world. Another famous place in the city is the Hero Square. It was a decent walk from the Chain Bridge to get there. Now the square was this huge area and has statues of the 7 founders of Hungary. Now while we're still in Budapest, we're going to visit one of the most famous places in Hungary, the Ste G thermal bath. Built in 1913, Ste G is the largest medicinal bath in Europe. And this place is huge and has 3 outdoor pools and then 15 indoor baths. To get in, it costs about 30 euros a person. Make sure you bring your own flip-flops and a towel. We came in the morning and the place looks so epic with the morning steam against the rising sun. The main pool outside was super warm and had a temperature of 38 degrees Celsius. After we went to check out the baths inside. There were just so many of them, ranging from cold pools to hot tubs reaching up to 40 degrees Celsius. I got a little overwhelmed with all the choices. There's also tons of saunas and a salt room. Overall, I really enjoyed our experience there. It's definitely a must if you're in Budapest. After, we're going to visit Lake Balaton. Located about a 2-hour drive from Budapest, Lake Balaton is the largest lake in Central Europe. It's absolutely huge and it felt like an inland sea. Around Lake Balaton, there's a lot of beautiful towns on the shore. One of the main reasons I wanted to come here was to visit Tihan. It's located on this peninsula and it's this beautiful village with lots of shops and places to walk. The main attraction of Tihan is its abbey. It was first built in the 11th century and the church you see today was rebuilt in 1754. It has one of the most amazing views of the lake. I really enjoyed just walking around the abbey. There were some nice paths that gave incredible views of Lake Balaton. Another impressive place near the lake is Ste G.
Look at that, holy cow.
It's located about a 45-minute drive from Tihan. It's this fascinating fortress that's over 700 years old. It cost a few euros to enter and it was an uphill walk to reach the castle. It started to pour rain while we were up here, but it was fascinating to walk around the fortress.
Definitely gotta check that out.
While we're still in the area, we're going to visit Lake Hiviz. Located on the western side of Balaton, Lake Hiviz is the largest swimmable thermal lake in the world. You can swim here year-round. During summer months, it reaches up to 36 degrees Celsius, and then in the winter, it gets down to 25 degrees. Romans used to be
25 degrees in the winter time? It stays that warm? I really want to go here. This looks amazing.
In the lake nearly 2,000 years ago, and it has been used throughout the centuries for its medicinal purposes. After we're going to visit Visegrad Castle. Located about an
I feel like you can make I could make an entire video of me just there for the day.
drive from Budapest. I'd say Visegrad is one of my favorite castles in the country. It's perched on this hilltop and it has an incredible view overlooking the Danube River. During the 13th century, Hungary and much of Europe was attacked by the Mongols, and as a result, heavily fortified castles were built. Visegrad's castle was constructed in 1245 AD and it was added on to throughout the ages. I love walking around the castle. I was so impressed by its massive protective walls and different layers of defense. I definitely would have felt safe here during medieval times. There were some nice display rooms and I really enjoyed the views overlooking the Danube. If you're in Hungary, this castle is definitely worth visiting. If you keep heading up the Danube River, you'll reach the city of Esztergom. The crowning feature of the area is its basilica. It's the largest church in Hungary and it's absolutely massive. It's built on this hill, which has had churches on it for over 1,000 years. The church that you see today was completed in 1869 in a neoclassical style. About an hour's drive from Esztergom is the beautiful town of Tata.
I like this one a lot too, that building.
And I think it's such a tranquil area.
Look at that. That looks so cool. Damn. It's almost like the two towers
in town. One of my favorite features.
Not like that. Hard to explain, but
you sure about that? You sure about that?
Of the area is the Tata Castle. It was built in the 14th century and it was used as a filming location in the Witcher TV series. Another interesting place nearby is the Balcody Floating Village. It's located about a
floating village,
and it's this artificial lake that has floating houses on it. The lake was originally built to supply cooling water to the nearby power station, and as a result, the water here didn't freeze during the winter, and it was a good place for fishing. Today, the power plant has been shut down, but the floating fishing cottages remain. It's such a peculiar place, and worth
what a unique place to live.
Our next destination is the historic city of Pécs. Located about
I gotta say, so far, just from what I'm seeing from like city to city, Hungary looks really beautiful. Like, I don't know. I just always had this idea in my head of Hungary as I was growing up, somewhat learning about it in school. Actually seeing the cities now and just the buildings and the locations, it just looks amazing.
1.5 hours drive from Budapest. Pécs is the 5th largest city in the country. Pécs' origins date back to ancient times. It began as a Roman settlement, and during the medieval period, Hungary's first university was founded here in 1367 and is still in operation today. In the 1500s, the city fell under Ottoman rule, which lasted for about 150 years. To date, many Turkish buildings and Ottoman architecture remain. I particularly love the main square, which features a historic Turkish mosque. Another one of the city's most notable features is its cathedral. It dates back to the 11th century and it's framed by 4 prominent towers. Afterwards, we're going to visit the Hortobágy National Park.
Wait, hold on. What was that big building that was in the back right there? What is this? I don't know what that is. I'm really curious, though. It sticks out like a sore thumb, no?
Is its cathedral. It
Maybe
dates
he'll
back
cover
to the 11th century.
If not, let me know in the comments.
4 prominent towers. Afterwards, we're going to visit the Hortobágy National Park. Located on the Great Hungarian Plain in the eastern part of the country, Hortobágy is this vast area rich in culture and wildlife. It's not only Hungary's first national park, but also the largest protected area in the country. One of my favorite things about the park is its iconic animals, especially the Hungarian gray cattle. I think they're such beautiful creatures with their long, elegant horns and striking white coats. Afterwards, we're going to head to the town of Lillefored. Located about a 2.5 hours drive from Budapest, Lillefored is this little town nestled in the Buk Mountains.
Look
the area
at
here is
that.
just beautiful. There's this little lake, and when we were here, the fall colors were starting to come in.
Oh my God. Oh, I love this so much. Holy shit. It brings me back to kind of like my childhood because I grew up in the mountains. So when I see this, I'm just like, oh, I just remember running through the forest for 10 hours a day. It's so beautiful.
One feature of the area is its hotel. It's this luxury estate that was built in 1929, and it's known as one of Hungary's nicest resorts. I enjoyed walking around the hotel's grounds. I wish I would have spent the night there. There was also this really nice waterfall nearby and some beautiful gardens. Overall, it was such a tranquil and beautiful area.
Look at
Afterwards,
that.
we're going to head up north to visit the Baradla Cave. Located about an hour's drive from Lillefored, the Baradla Cave is part of the Oktelek National Park. The area is famous for its 280 caves.
Awesome.
The Baradla Cave is 26 kilometers long, and you can also access it from Slovakia through the Domika Cave.
Look at those
you can
formations.
do a tour throughout the caverns. It's quite cold inside, so make sure you bring some warm clothes.
Whoa!
The rock formations are incredible. It's definitely worth checking out if you're in northeastern Hungary. For our final destination, we're going to visit the mountain of Kékes. Located about a 90 minutes drive from Budapest, Kékes is the highest place in all of Hungary with an elevation of 1,014 meters.
3,327 feet. I was a little bit higher than that for the place that I grew up in. We were at about 3,500 feet. So yeah, okay. So it's pretty high up there.
To reach the peak, you can drive at the mountainside, and then it's a short walk to the massive TV tower, which is 178 meters high. I enjoyed just walking around up here. The nature was beautiful, and the overall scenery of the mountain was just so scenic. There was also some ski runs and lifts, and it would be so fun to come here in the winter. Well, that is it for my Hungary top 10. I was pleasantly surprised by the country, and I need to come back for part 2. Let me know where your favorite place is in the comments below. It's Ryan, and we will see you later.
All right, I'm going to save that video because Hungary is definitely one place that I want to visit, and some of those locations looked so cool. That hotel that was like in the forest there, I kind of want to stay there. I hope it's not like crazy expensive. I don't think so. He said it was the nicest resort in Hungary, or one of the nicest, so I'll have to look into that. All right, Hungary, success, amazing, beautiful, love it. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in another video sometime. Peace.